Good morning, lights. The differences that exist between you and another person are not always bad. In fact, the fact that we walk completely different journeys is a strength, not a weakness. We are quite skilled at gathering all of your demands and combining them such that none of them conflict with any other ones that have been submitted. We are aware that everyone on earth has a chance of achieving their goals, without exception. This is true. Thus we know it to be true. It's getting to the stage where several realities can live with one another. You've reached the realization that two individuals may look at the identical item and see completely different things. When two individuals hear the same word, they may perceive it completely differently. That must imply that each individual is entitled to their own unique perceptions of reality. And if you acknowledge that, you must also acknowledge that you do not all have to share the same reality. And if that is the case, then you cannot all accept the same reality as the only genuine reality. Thus, you are free to let go of life and go on as it may. You don't have to persuade anyone that the reality you are seeing is the only genuine reality. You may let everyone else have their own interpretation of events. That relieves you of a huge amount of duty, because what you are letting go is a part of Source. You may unwind and let go. What a gigantic blessing! Everyone finally has to reach the point of allowing Source to be exactly as it is. Moving beyond any portion of Source reality that you do not like or prefer requires acceptance. Although it is true that resistance is pointless, this does not imply that you should accept the truth you were previously attempting to avoid. Simply said, it implies that you cannot reject the fact of any reality. Nothing can be abolished. What greater reason could there be for anything to exist than to provide Source the chance to know itself? Therefore, everything must be permitted to remain as it is. The first step is to being able to love all of creation and to accept other people for who they truly are. Everyone now existing in your reality is a creation of Source and is intended to be precisely as they are. The choice of who you want to be in connection to each of them is yours to make. You have the power to heal. You have the power to pardon. You have the power to show compassion. You may be the embodiment of unwavering love. For inner peace, you don't need to make any adjustments to the reality you are now experiencing. You should be relieved about it as well, since it takes effort to alter the outer environment. It takes time. In fact, it is impossible, since when you carry out your reality-altering activities, you will merely enter a different reality from the one you were previously experiencing. Therefore, it would be best to embrace everything and everyone for what it is and for what they are. Know that no matter what reality you are in, you are changing the collective degree of awareness, because you are part of that reality. More light and more love may be added to that equation, which aids in everyone's ascension and allows them to go to the realities they choose rather than the ones they have been imprisoned in for a very long time. You must utilize this information to advance yourself, because doing so will help you become the creative beings you were meant to be. And if you believe that something or someone outside of you has to change, you cannot be the creative beings that you actually are. Source and love are present everywhere. If you are the one who understands it, you will gain from everything just as it is right now. You will remain trapped in the world you believe is so unfair and shouldn't exist if you keep pushing back and shaking your fists. We consented to build up this cosmos in that manner, and we are only the messengers. However, you are aware that what we are saying is accurate because you can sense the truth in it. This is true regardless of the reality you are now experiencing. We are concurrently taking care of a number of issues that affect both Earth and the whole entire cosmos. Of course, there are reflections of what is happening on Earth in other parts of the galaxy, and we work to help not only Earth's inhabitants and what you are experiencing, but also those you consider extraterrestrial beings in other star systems, on other planets, moons, and space stations. We are trying to disseminate compassion so that enough people may feel it going through their bodies that forgiveness is possible. The main problem for our galaxy is its violent, bloody, and strife-filled past. Karma is not the only way that forgiveness may be obtained. The instant before it is possible to forgive, or when the deed or words said that deed forgiveness have occurred, is when forgiveness is feasible. When this happens, the level of awareness across the cosmos is increased to such a degree that all creatures are profoundly impacted. You all have the power to accomplish this and to wipe away the karma of the person who has wronged you. You may forgive someone without having to wait for them to beg for it. You don't have to wait until someone repents of their wicked deeds in order to forgive them. And you definitely don't have to wait till your next incarnation if you were the one who committed the offensive act or spoke the offensive words. Right now, you may feel sympathy for people who have harmed you. I can tell that they would only harm you because they were only hurting themselves. Giving everyone the benefit of the doubt allows you to see that not everyone is purposely cruel. Simply repeating to you what they have heard many times before, they may not have been offended by your remarks since they are emotionally detached. All of these individuals who have harmed you have lived lives that you could see, and you could also see that they are doing the best they can given the conditions of their own life. So don't be angry. As always, we love you deeply and wish for you to have the most abundant and joyous life possible. Have a wonderful day.